Namaste everyone. Welcome to day 5 of our real software development skills sprint. Till now we have understood the real software development workflow, set up Cursor IDE, use the terminal and learned Git basics. Yesterday we learned how to save our work locally using Git. Today we will take the next step. We will push our code online to GitHub. This is very important because in real software teams, code does not stay only on one person's laptop. Code is stored online, shared with teammates, reviewed by seniors, deployed from GitHub and tracked properly. So today we will do four things. First, we will create a GitHub repository. Second, we will connect our local project to that GitHub repo. Third, we will push our code online. And fourth, we will write a clean README file so that anyone who opens our project can understand that we have built. At the end, I will also explain why your GitHub profile matters a lot as a fresher. Before starting the demo, let us understand one very simple difference. Git and GitHub are not the same. Git is a tool installed on your computer. It tracks changes in your local project. GitHub is an online platform where you upload your Git project. Think of Git like a diary where you save your work step by step. Think of GitHub like a public or private online place where that diary is stored safely and can be shared with others. In a real company, GitHub or similar platforms are used so that multiple developers can work on the same project. A developer writes code locally, commits the change using Git, pushes it to the GitHub, and then the team can review it. So today we will upload our local project to GitHub. Now let us open our project. For this demo, I have created a very simple project. So it has one app.py file inside the folder Real Engineering Day 4. So day 5. Now let's open the terminal inside Cursor by pressing, it is already opened here, but we can open it by pressing Ctrl and backtick. Let's check where we are. So let's write pwd. So it returns us the path. Now we can check what is inside this by writing ls. So it tells us that one file is there, app.py. Now let's do git status. So it is yet not initialized. So let me initialize this repo by typing git init. So it is initialized this empty git repository. Let's write git status once again, and the file is untracked. So let's add this. Now it is being tracked. Now let's commit this. Now our local work is saved. Next step is upload it to GitHub. Now open your browser and go to GitHub. Make sure you are logged in. Click on the plus icon or the new repository option. Now let's give our repository a clear name. So let's name it Real Engineering Day 5. Now avoid names like Project 1, Test, Final Project. Use names that explain the project. For example, course landing page, Python expense tracker, student management API, portfolio website. For today, I will use Real Engineering Day 5. Now GitHub will ask whether the repository should be public or private. Public means anyone can see the code. Private means only you and invited people can see it. For learning and portfolio projects, public repos are useful because recruiters and mentors can see your work, but never make sensitive company code, private projects, API keys, passwords, or secret files public. For this demo, I will select public. Now one very important point. Do not initialize the GitHub repo with readme.gitignore license if your local project already has files and Git history. Why? Because if GitHub creates files online and your laptop already has separate Git history, beginners often face confusion while pushing. So for today, create an empty repository. Now click Create Repository. GitHub will show some commands. We will use the commands for pushing an existing local repository. Come back to Cursor terminal. First, check your current branch. Many projects use main as the main branch name. So we will make sure our branch is called as main. The command to rename the branch is this. Now we need to connect our local repo with the GitHub repo. For that we add a remote. Remote simply means the online location of a project. Usually the remote name is called origin. So let's run this command. So this will be different for your own remote repository. Your username will be different, and the name that you kept for a GitHub repo will be replaced by the one that I have kept it. Day 5, real engineering day 5. Now check whether the remote was added correctly. So you should see something like this, one for fetch and one for push. This means your local repo now knows where to push the code. Now let us push. Let us understand this code. Git push means upload my committed code. Origin means upload it to the remote called origin. Main means upload my main branch, and minus u sets the upstream. This means from next time onwards, Git remembers that your local main branch is connected to the remote main branch. After this, you can usually just write git push. Now, from the next commit, I can simply write git push. Now refresh your GitHub page. Let us switch to GitHub. On refreshing, you can see the code. This is a big moment. Your code is no longer only on your laptop, it is now on GitHub. Now let us talk about README. A README is the front page of a project. When someone opens a GitHub repository, the first thing they usually see is the README. Many freshers make this mistake. They build a project, push it to GitHub, and leave the README empty. Then a recruiter or mentor opens the repo and does not understand anything. What is this project? How do I run it? What technology is used? What problem does it solve? What did the student learn? A clean README answers these questions. Now let us edit the README. Or I think we have not created it yet. So let us create a README. So we can do it either inside the cursor or we can do it in the GitHub UI only. So let's edit on the UI. So let's paste this code. So let us now commit the README. So as you can see, it has been added. Now you will see a clean README on your repository page. This is how your repo starts looking professional. Now let us improve the repository page a little more. On the GitHub repo page, you can add a short description. For example, let's write this description. Here it is. Add topics if needed. For example, I am adding these topics. Let me add them one by one. If your project is deployed, add the live website link also. For example, it can be https colon double slash yourproject.vercel.app. This small effort makes your repository much easier to understand. Also remember one important thing: do not push unnecessary files. Do not push node modules, .env, password files, API keys, large useless files. Don't push these. In real projects, we use a .gitignore file to avoid pushing unnecessary or sensitive files. We will cover this more deeply later. For now, remember this rule: GitHub is a public proof of your work, so keep it clean. Now let us discuss something very important. Why does GitHub matters for freshers? Many students think GitHub is only for experienced developers. That is not true. For freshers, GitHub is one of the best ways to show proof of work. A resume says I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Python, but GitHub shows here is the actual code I wrote. That is a big difference. A good GitHub profile can show five things. First, it shows consistency. If you are regularly pushing code, it shows that you are practicing. Second, it shows project building ability. Companies do not hire because you watch tutorials. They want to know whether you can build something. Third, it shows quality code or your code quality. Your folder structure, file names, commit messages, and readme tells a lot about your seriousness. Fourth, it shows communication skills. A clean readme proves that you can explain your work clearly. Fifth, it gives you a link to share. When someone asks, what have you built? You can share your GitHub profile instead of only talking. For freshers, this is very powerful. Even if your projects are small, keep them clean. A small, clean project is better than a big, messy project. Now, let us quickly see some common mistakes. So, let me switch to the cursor. So, mistake number one is creating GitHub repo with README when local repo already has files. This will create confusion. Create an empty GitHub repo when pushing an existing local project. Mistake number two is forgetting to commit before pushing. So always check git status, then commit by doing git add dot and git commit -m your message, then push by writing git push. Mistake number three is wrong remote URL. So check remote using git remote -v. If the URL is wrong, update it by using git remote set URL origin. This is the command to set a new URL. Set a new origin. Mistake number four is pushing secrets. Never push .env, API keys, passwords, or private credentials. And mistake number five is not having any readme, no readme. So a project without readme looks incomplete. So these are the some common mistakes. Now let's discuss your task for today. So it is very simple. Create one GitHub repository. Push your local project to GitHub. Add a clean readme with these sections. And then share your GitHub repo link. This is also important. This is your proof of work. Tomorrow we will learn Git branches and pull requests. That is where real team collaboration starts. See you in day 6.